Aries, and welcome to your reading for October. I hope all of you are doing well. Thank you for tuning in. So let's see what the energies are coming up around you in the spirit of Halloween and turning into fall. So we'll just see what's coming up for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, North Node. This deck here is an oracle deck called Witch's Wisdom. So let's see what we have here. Show us for Aries. What's coming up for October? Show us the spirit message for Aries October. Homeland. Okay, there's something about home, safety, security of home. Okay, it's there. Let's see. Cauldron of containment. Having to contain your emotions. So there could be something emotional. You have to contain your emotions. Again, you have something about being at home, homecoming, hearth and home. You have your familiar guardians here. You are protected by your familiar guardians, who are your pets or your spirit angels or your spirit animal, whatever you want to call it. Scrying mirror, doing shadow work, looking in the mirror, kind of like doing a deep dive into who you really are. We have the air, imagination. Some of you could be getting downloads, things about new ideas. Wow, your cup of emotions will be fulfilled. The chalice of fulfillment. Around you, we have intensifying energies. Okay. Wow. We have like a springtime energy. We have fertility, springtime energy of Beltane. Hand fasting union, like herbal kitchen. Some of you are doing alchemy in the kitchen with herbs. Lady goddess, kind of like an empress energy, very abundant, very feminine. And we have a hand fasting union. So there is something maybe about renewing vows or vows. What is this cup of fulfillment coming in? The magic circle of protection. Like I said a minute ago, you are highly protected in these energies. Okay, so we do have incubation. We have something where maybe you're kind of pulling away. What is coming up with the imagination? The watchtower of the autumn. Okay, so some of you are coming into this fall feeling, kind of like that, you know, very fall, very festive. You're into it. I like fall. I like the whole like autumn vegetable thing of like pumpkin spice everywhere. Embolic awakening, going through an awakening. And I have spell work and Yule, getting ready for Yule. So we have the energy of Christmas, Yule. Yule is supposed to banish the bad energies. It is like a pagan type of energy. We have witch as healer. Okay, so let's see what's coming up. Let's do the tarot cards. Okay, so that really annoyed me that I did the reading and it didn't come up. So it didn't process right. I used a different computer. And you know, that's how things go. It just didn't work. So I thought, it's not meant to be. That message is not it for October. So let's see what we have. Show us here, Spirit Aries, for October. Finding out the truth and justice. So in some area of your life, you're going to have justice come in through the truth. You have the Magician, Somebody could be trying to manipulate, maneuver, play games, arrange, fix. Okay, you will have a choice. 8 of Swords. All up in your head about something, but you will have a choice. 2 of Pentacles. What's on your mind here, Aries? For October, new fire, inspiration. 5 of Swords, feeling like this is the right thing to do. Wanting to win no matter what the cost, but also feeling justified. Like it needs to be corrected. This is right. This is the right thing to do. Your energy is Queen of Air. Or there's an air sign and a fire sign around you, perhaps. They came out together. There's an energy of feeling like you're unable to get out of this energy. Hierophant, structure, order, rules, structured situations. The Knight of Cups and Emperor. Okay. What's coming in with your energy here? Chariot. Okay, so you're very determined to be successful. What is your energy coming into October? The Queen of Water. Okay, so there's 3 queens. And you have a 10 of Pentacles. A large amount of money. A firm commitment. There is the Death card. What's going on extra? Why do you feel 5 of Swords here? 10 of Swords. Some of you may feel like you went through a tough time, a painful, stressful time, a painful ending. What happens with that 10 of Swords? It gets easier. Things get easier. 6 of Air. You may feel like this is the right thing. This is the correct thing. There is a 6 of Coin underneath, so there is something about a benefit. The scales are balancing in your favor. Why do you get a 10 of Pentacles? 5 of Cups. Okay, you feel disappointed with, there's a discovery or something is found out you didn't know. 2 of Swords. But the scales do balance in your favor, and you come out with much more than you thought you would. 10 of Pentacles is a firm, solid foundation with a commitment. Okay. Let's see. What is Aries energy coming into the month of October? High Priestess. You're in a very Pisces energy, like you're listening to your intuition. You're not really in this action oriented. Well, there is a 7 of Rods. There's someone who's defending or motivated to defend. Maybe someone's motivated to defend you. A commitment for people that's responsible and reliable. Okay, so I do like how you are determined to go forward and commit to something that you feel is justified and the right thing to do. However, you are kind of pulling away your energy and being quiet or thoughtful. You're being kind of like contemplative, thoughtful, compassionate, understanding. There's a couple of people around you who are an air and a fire. So now I'm paranoid about but these people are about words and about ambition. So if you're in a water energy, you could be very sensitive to other people and what they're going through. So show us again what's coming up for Aries for October. What do they need to see? What do they need to acknowledge? Wow, 3 of Air. You're dealing with difficult information. 10 of Cups. Emperor. Control, power, authority. New fire. So you're inspired. Okay. It seems to be that communication is the problem with you. Like the words that people are saying or the lack of words. Air energy in the past leading to ideas or thoughts that go through your mind. There's an energy of wanting to defend, to stand up and defend. What is your energy here, Aries? coming into the month. Oh, you're Queen of Wands. Okay. You were the Queen of Wands. They all came out together, so you're ready. Okay, so it's actually you're ready. There's 8 of Pentacles. You're being very specific, developing plans. Okay, what is the energy around Aries for the month? Okay, so there is some secretive style of energy, quiet, contemplative. What's going on in your fear? Again, it's like the idea is connected to the words, what is said, what is found out. You're surprised. There could be somebody who is being very picky or very critical of you. They are building an enterprise. So that Eight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. It's a perfectionist. Your energy is ready. Their energy is pulled away, High Priestess, but your energy could also be High Priestess. I mean, they're both kind of coming out together. We have a King of Fire, and then we have healing underneath. What is going on here with the outcome? What's the outcome for Aries for October? Oh my goodness, the Death. So there is something about change. I feel like you don't want to repeat a pattern. Like you don't want to get tricked again, get bamboozled again, or to be... You feel like you have to defend yourself. So, Knight of Fire. What is 7 of Wands? Why is that here? The Sun. So there is something about revelation, the highest form. Why is there a High Priestess in this energy? 10 of Swords. Okay. Betrayals or painful endings. Secrets. What happens with Aries in the end of this? 4 of Coin, 6 of Coin. Something that was held back is then given. 6 of Pentacles. What is the outcome for Aries for October? King of Wands, 6 of Wands is here, 8 of Swords. Okay. Somebody is going to take action. What's the outcome for this? Finding out the truth through a Knight of Cups. Finding out the truth through somebody coming forward, telling you how they feel. Ace of Cups, the emotions overflow with this Air Queen, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The sort of a bitter person. We also have an Earth Queen. So there could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. The cup of emotions overflows. There's a decision here with the King of Swords. What is the outcome? Show us. The Moon and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. You don't realize that there's a lot at stake and a lot invested that is like generational. Some of you I may have broken a generational curse. You are the ambitious one, or you're ambitious. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're leaving something behind that no longer serves. And what is that? The Judgment and the Chariot. Okay, so you are ready and going forward. The Judgment is a new beginning and a resurrection to go forward. So you're going through something where a situation's being resurrected, brought back to life. And why is it a 10 of Pentacles? The Lover's card. It's a reconciliation when there was some conflict and pressure in a situation. There could be a person coming towards you. We have Scorpio and we have Cancer. We also have Aries and Scorpio. So we have ambitious and change. So, and then in between that, we have someone who is quietly discovering or finding out things. I mean, if somebody's quiet and silent and quietly looking at things like an audit almost, but I don't feel like you're being audited. But that's kind of how it feels. It feels like, I'm not saying you're being audited. The outcome is a 10 of Pentacles. You have a lot of positive energy. You're ready. You're motivated. You're confident. But there's like 3 women around the energy, so I'm not quite sure. Let's see. Spirit, please show us what's going on for Aries October. The Chariot. Okay, so you're determined to go forward and overcome anything in your path. The Chariot represents success through the mind. There is the Justice here. What's underneath? 10 of Swords. Yeah, so something is closing out a cycle. So let's see. What's in the Cross? What's challenging your energy? 10 of Wands. Extremely motivated and taking on a lot of responsibility on yourself. Or feeling under pressure. Nine of Coin. Invested and capable. Invested and very capable. Four of Swords. Information that is like not given, or there's a Wheel of Fortune, so something will change. Okay, show us what comes in. Seven of Cups and Six of Coin. Okay, so you're given something to balance out the scales. It's like you're trying to avoid the information altogether. You're like, I have everything I want and need. I don't need to hear more. In fact, I'm moving on. I don't want to discuss. I don't want to feel resentful. Okay, again though, Two of Swords. It's like you need the information. There's a discovery. Somebody is finding out something and showing it with the Hermit. Pulling away, finding something out. Okay, you want Queen of Air, or you want to be smart, intellectual, witty, establishing a boundary. What is this about? The Cup of Emotions overflows and new fire. You're inspired. You're ready. You're excited. You want to see something clearly, but you can't. And it's almost like when you try to get the information, it's hard to get the information. So that is showing up. The Ace of Emotions overflows. So what is this outcome about? Defending your position, staying motivated, getting enough sleep, just staying motivated. What is the Hermit showing here? Somebody goes public, or is having a victory, or, you know, marketing themselves, proud of their achievements. Why are you Two of Swords? You don't know this. You're going in a new direction, Two of Rods. So there's something where you're like, I'm going in a new direction. I'm ready to go in this new direction once I make up my mind. There is a Devil here. So there's something where you don't want a part of something anymore. What is this? What is this for the outcome? The stable, solid situation, the family, the home, the relationship that's stable, the job, everything is what you expect. Oh my God, yeah, there we have the expecting, waiting, anticipating, being notified. Why are you Two of Swords, Two of Rods? Why are you in that energy? Eight of Swords. There's some self-doubt or some feelings of what if, you know. The Star, hope, healing, and recovery, letting it go, releasing. Why is someone going public with what they've discovered? Seven of Swords. Okay, somebody feels like there's some lies around a situation, some fakeness or some phoniness. This person is not true. They are kind of like a snitch. Someone may be finding out about a snitch, or not a snitch, but maybe like a gossip. Underlying energy is 9 of Coins, so you do have everything you want and need. Okay, so we'll just leave that there. I'm going to pull cards one more time and we'll see. I might also pull some oracles. Let's see what is coming up for you here, Aries. I'm going to shuffle and take it off the top and we'll just see. I feel like a dealer in Vegas, like shuffling and taking it off the top. Like, we'll just see what happens here. The Moon. Things are uncertain. 2 of Cups. You have an agreement with someone else. You feel the same way and it works. Ooh, this is not a bad card to be your main energy for October. The 9 of Cups. So this is the energy of everything working out well and feeling very pleased with yourself. Okay, I like that. 10 of Pentacles, coming into permanent situations, windfalls, things that are established. That's in the cross though. So let's see. Look at this, the victory. You're coming into a victory. You're coming into a triumph. You're overcoming a conflict. There's a pentacle offered to you here. It takes its time, but once it arrives, it's a solid offer. You've done all the work. You've taken on full responsibility. Yeah, so you have somebody coming in expressing how they feel, maybe trying to persuade you. Okay, it's my least favorite card, but things do pick up for you. It's fast, it's swift. Okay, yeah, 6 of Coin, there we go. So you're being included, you're being gifted, charity, helped out. You have a lot of really good energies coming in. Oh my gosh, except for externally. Okay, I'm going to have to use that 8 of Rods as part of your energy. Because this comes in for you. And then your fear is this 7 of Swords. So be aware of what you're fearing. Don't do like what I do. Don't be like the worst case scenario and that's probably what it's going to be. You know, don't be me. Okay. You end up defending your position, standing on a higher ground, motivated to defend. Okay. There's fire and earth, which is realistic, practical, and real life. Not too much air. Your fear is the illusion. You're like, I'm afraid this is an illusion. I'm afraid this isn't real. So then your energy is like, if it's an illusion and it's not real, then I don't want it. You're like air and water. Like, well, then I don't want it. If it's not real, you don't jump to a conclusion. Yeah, Page of Wands, don't jump to a conclusion. You know, breaking free, wanting to be free. Okay, so you may feel like you're being held back. Okay. Having to understand or be tolerant. Having to handle your emotions. Know what's real. Know how you feel. Getting a reality check. Being grounded. Tower. Okay. And the Sun. This is a good thing. It really is. Even if you didn't plan on it, it's actually a really good thing. The World. It's the completion of a cycle. It's meant to go in this direction. It is a very successful situation. You will be inspired with the Ace of Fire. Okay, why have I made this so small? Okay. Other people could be celebrating Oh wow, Emperor. So there could be something about you getting promoted, going to a higher level. There could be a person in charge who's, you're moving on. There is this celebratory energy around that. There is nostalgia around that. Maybe spending time with people from the past, family, friends, community as you come into the holidays, possibly. Knight of Swords, information, moon, secrets. Okay, so there could be information around situations where it's like people want to spill the beans. Like, oh my gosh, you won't believe this. Oh my gosh, you won't believe this. That's kind of just... Why do people want to be the one to... It could be exciting. I mean, if somebody wants to be the one to make the announcement, it's because it's exciting. There's something about the situation that is like adrenaline filled. The energies around you are very real. They come in with pentacles, but what somebody's giving you the pentacle, you don't think it's real. You think it's an illusion. You're like, I don't know. You're like, that's air and water to me. That's how I feel and how I think. But is it real? Okay, yeah, it's very real. Two of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Tower in the cross. Six of Wands, the hero's victory, the hero's march, getting attention. What you find out is the discovery of something important. All of a sudden, it is like a torrential rainstorm. This is pretty crazy. So you come into this energy of confidence out of a situation where you felt stuck. Hangman. So maybe you're shining the light for others to see, because you're coming into the star as well. You're coming into recovery and healing. Hope is restored. When you feel hopeless and stuck, you're not like in the star energy. You're in a Queen of Wands. You feel very confident in yourself. Wow, Ten of Pentacles comes in. Could be money, could be property. A very permanent situation. You want to be Empress. You want to be having a life of quality, motherhood. Maybe some of you want to have kids. The Empress can also be, I want a very quality lifestyle. I want nice things around me. I want to have more than enough so that I can have people over and I can have dinner parties and stuff like that. You do go through this Wheel of Fortune change, which is very good. And you get the truth. Okay, and new fire, you get a new idea. You're very confident in yourself. The Judgment on the Moon. Okay, the Judgment on a Secret with the Seven of Swords. So there is a resurrection. Saturn returning, I'm not surprised that there'd be a resurrection, of course. Page of Air and Justice. Okay, so you have someone that's kind of like snitchy or wanting to inquire, ask, and then we have Justice coming in. Balance. It shows you defending, on the defense, motivated to defend. Again, it's like your Eight of Rods. You're just busy and you're here, there, and lots of energy and going in a new direction. What comes in here? A King of Wands. This person doesn't want to give up. What is the wheel turning? You're going forward and determined. Chariot energy. What is the Justice energy? The balance of the scales. You didn't give up. You didn't quit. Nine of Rods. You persisted. You were very motivated. You got through tough times. A Queen of Earth. That could be practical, realistic. There could also be an individual. There's a Five of Cups around that energy. There's some sadness. Ten of Air. Something ends. Ooh, the Death card. So there's a change. There is something here that changes. Why is it a Ten of Pentacles? Other people. socially. Knight of Coin comes in with a Queen of Water. Somebody's very loyal to you. There's the Cup of Emotions overflowing. And feeling, 10 of Wands, feeling like you're under a lot of pressure. There's a Queen of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And Emperor. Okay. You could be working for someone who's not too friendly. Like if you do somehow get a new job or something like that, this person could be, there could be someone who's just like not too friendly. Why is there a 5 of Cups and Death? Why is that there? A Fool. Yeah, so you're breaking free. There's something where it's not, I don't believe it's a literal death. I think it's you're leaving something behind. Okay. Oh, 3 of Swords. It breaks your heart somehow though. Why is it heartbreaking? A King of Water, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Could be a father energy, and a 2 of Cups. Someone you agree with, you are in harmony with. Somebody thinks it's someone else's fault. 5 of Swords. They could blame a person here, and there is a King of Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Okay. There's a discovery made. Something is found out. You want karmic justice in this situation. You're motivated, you're ready, but you do go through a healing, so you go through a recovery. You do come into 10 of Pentacles, which could be money, financial success. Okay, show us again for Aries for October. What do they need to see? The Fool. You're free. Tempered. You have a choice. And you feel like you want to walk away from something. You want to handle how you feel. Okay. The Lovers, reconciliation in the past. Coming into Queen of Wands. Confident in yourself, confident in your abilities, picking up the wand. Three of Cups around you. Socially. 4 of Wands. Relationships are stable. Feeling like you're under a lot of pressure. And you end up Chariot. You determined to go forward. Okay? There is a matriarch or mom energy here, or wealth and abundance. The Moon. Okay, something is uncertain. What's going on with this? The new Pentacle is given, and there's hope, healing, and recovery coming in. So there could have been an illness. Somebody feels like it's somebody else's fault. They're resenting. They've built up resentments. What is your energy here, Aries, coming in? You're coming into a situation where you feel your way is the right way, and other people feel their way is the right way. And how do you navigate? Your 9 of Coins. You're going to do what you want to do, and you're in agreement with someone else. 2 of Cups. You have an ally. Okay, why is there a 3 of Cups around here? A 4 of Swords. You don't get the information you need. 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups. There could be people blocking you, cutting you off, or just avoiding for some reason because you're doing things your own way. And how does this play out in the end? The World card and the King of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles, Virgo. Someone's very specific, particular, detail-oriented. What is the Chariot and the Empress about? Show us, what is the Chariot and the Empress about? You're excited. You're looking forward to this. You resent someone because of maybe the past being excluded from something, not being included. So 6 of air, you move on away from that conflict when there's something here offered to you. The Knight of Pentacles. Wow, so it went full circle. So now we have the 9 of Cups underneath, which is where this whole thing started. How are you coming towards your happiness in October? Doing things your own way. Like, well, I'm going to do it my own way. I'm not going to just, you know, do things to compromise. Because it looks like compromising is in your crossing energy. You're really going to just do things your own way. Following your own plan, your own, you know, your own agenda. Okay, let's use the energy of the Kippers and see what's coming up. Okay, show us. You're coming towards the light. What's the woman of privilege? Poverty in the crossing. A job. Great fortune. So there's something where you're being offered money or pay or something. There's an unexpected income underneath. What's coming into the future? The Lovers. Reconciled. The Thief. Under the deck is sudden wealth. Okay, what do we have here? If you guys you're in a marriage or a couple, if some of you come into some money, be aware of like fast friends who are just fair weather friends, people who are only around when things are good. So you just got to be aware of that. You're afraid of bad health. I don't see that. You're afraid of being trapped. What's the outcome? Change. Upward mobility. Things getting better in your life. Somebody's concerned. What's going on with the Thief? What's that? Okay, there's a woman. There's someone here who basically just wants to take what's not theirs. What is the Lovers about? Going on a journey or traveling. There's a child. Okay, what does this change as the outcome for Aries? Someone's thinking about you a lot. What does this change? Maybe a marriage or a relationship, or it could be a job where they like you, you like them, and we do have the unexpected income coming in with that. And a house. So some of you are being getting money. We have the gift, the official person, and the false person. There could be something you're being given because you were duped or something like that. You could be getting compensation. Your energy is marriage. You could be focusing on your marriage or your relationship with someone. This is a long reading, but it's okay. I mean, it's for October, so. Let's see. I really like this Witch's Wisdom. It's all, so 8 of Fire is like when something is stuck and then all of a sudden it gets so busy and you're just like, what the heck? So show us here, Spirit. Let's shuffle. The World, a big success. I don't know if I want to take popping cards. What's Water Queen, 9 of Coins. You want to do something on your own. Let's see. Show us October. You're dealing with information. So 7 of Swords, the liar, the trickster, the thief, the person that is in the industry of information, using it, taking it. Oh. The Tower. You feel like something has to be done right away. Okay. Because of what someone says could make you angry. Okay. I mean, that's pretty typical. The Moon, it could have been something someone said, but it leads to something real. So then you have a choice. You're juggling your choices and options. Someone else is looking at what they really have, the value, you know, the value in something. You find out the truth. Oh, you get the 10. So you get the 10. You get the full commitment, the full permanent, wealthy, healthy outcome. You get the 10 of Pentacles. So it could be restitution, Knight of Cups. Somebody comes in, tells you how they feel. Apologies. Well wishes. A King of Coin. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. There's a Death card energy around this, okay? So there is something that changes. Every time this change comes, you become a Page of Wands, which is like, I'm thrilled. I'm excited. I feel like I'm 22 again. Yeah, you're in agreement with someone. 2 of Cups. And you walk away. You leave it behind you. You're like, I'm moving on to something else. 8 of Pentacles, doing some research. Other people celebrating. And I feel like this is some kind of celebration. Somebody wants to get up and go, but then not go. So whatever that is, it's like, I want to get up and go, but I don't really want to, I want to stay here. And that kind of like makes you upset. It causes a problem. Trying to reconcile and feeling upset by that, but the Judgment comes in. And you have to defend your position, defend yourself, and you will love the outcome with the Sun. 7 of Swords. What else? There's a discovery, the Hermit, a very important discovery. Queen of Wands. You're very capable. You're very motivated. Secrets of a fire sign woman could also be around you. The World. Someone could be going long distance, overseas. We have a Queen of Water, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There could be someone who's going to Europe. Yeah, 8 of Fire and Sagittarian energy. There's 6 of Coin, Knight of Swords. Okay. Let me get some cards from the energy oracle for October. Okay, let's see. Spirit, please show us what's coming in. Listen to your intuition. 6th chakra. Having a third eye awakening. There's a man here holding a coin. It is in the cross, and under the deck is deceit. So just be aware of that. Just be suspicious. You know, just be kind of like inquisitive. It's kind of like a last minute decision. Like, are you going to do this right now? Yeah, you're very cautious. The garden and the gate. You're not quick to take this. There's anxiety for some reason around that. You're on a spiritual path. You don't want to lose anything, basically. Wow. Okay, so there's someone offering you their heart, but behind it was this devil, so, or deception. You do come into a contract, so just be aware of anything you're signing. And how does this play out for Aries in October? a very important message that will be very life-changing. You have Archangel Gabriel with the Sun card, which is like very, very important, very auspicious and positive. The thinking woman, the thinking man, the angel of love shining down on you, feeling appreciated, feeling appreciated. We also have the caring connection, going on a journey. Okay, show us what's coming in for Aries. Strength. The sun and blossoming abundance, but there is hostilities underneath. A happy family, blossoming abundance, and the sun. So it looks like some things are going to turn around in this situation, because we did have the financial constraints coming up with the man holding a heart. So there could be someone who's helping you out, but under it is hostilities, so I don't know why that's there. Hostilities. What else? Archangel Raphael. Somebody is healing or needing to heal. Goddess of the moon. Listening to your intuition is very, very important. Oh, and then you have the cornucopia with Jesus. Look at this. You have the card of the healer of the ages, which is Jesus, the Christ. And you have cornucopia, wealth, health, and abundance. So you have a miracle. This is the card of the miracle. So, like I said before, if some of you come into money, contracts, anything, be aware of who these new, like a moth to a flame, people that come to you like wanting to be your best friend out of nowhere. Not that you would be paranoid, but at the same time be like, I mean, this is just happening now, you know? A Knight of Water, Six of Cups. It could be a past person. There's a new coin. There's courage and 10 of Pentacles. Large sums, big, large amounts. And then we have defending your position. And then we have you getting what you deserve, Six of Coin, in a positive way, not in a negative way. And then we have here healing and recovering, overcoming something difficult. A King of Pentacles comes in, and the 10 of Cups. Could be a family member. Four of Swords, no connection. Four of Coin. Somebody who is blocking you or you're blocking them. All of a sudden at the last minute, Four of Cups. It's like 444. It's like, I have no interest, but then at the last minute there's a death and then something goes in a new direction, or it's like all of a sudden. The Queen of Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a King of Water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone very emotional. And then we have you walking away from a situation, leaving it behind. There's an Earth Queen here, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Page of Cups, a message, a simple message, and a Page of Wands, and somebody feels left out in the cold, a water sign and a fire sign. You're looking at specifics, trying to help someone do something that you've never done before. There's a lot of uncertainty. But just keep in mind, everything works out in your favor, even if it is, you know, not pleasant. There is a lot of protection around you, and yeah, so that you're definitely not losing anything, I don't think. The Chalice of Emotions, though, is a very powerful emotional card. So that is coming in. Feelings are at the top. Show us for Aries October. One more card. Remembering your ancestors. Okay, so this could be very important for you right now. or in the next month. You are the staff of stability. You could feel like there's like hexes or people around you like doing spell work. A witch as the healer. Okay. So some of you are trying alternative medicine, or someone else is trying like alternative medicine. Okay, so we have this witch as healer. All right. That's what I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. It really does sound like a positive month ahead. Thank you so much, Aries, and I'll see you again next time. If you want a private read, they're on my website. Thank you, Aries, and I'll see you again.